regarding village business need to be here at our meetings or committee meetings, whatever they might be. The other thing I want to bring up is this came up in Findlay too, so there's always a discussion about, and it kind of came up tonight, resolutions versus ordinances, and I guess this is good for the student council committee too. There's always an argument between solicitors and law directors, which are the same type of people. A lot of times for bigger cities, we call the attorney for the city a law director, and we call an attorney for a village a solicitor, but it's the same doggone thing. But ordinances are laws. That's the, you shall not ride a skateboard on the sidewalk. That's an ordinance, okay? Resolutions are temporary things, opinions of council, minor actions of council. So a resolution could be, we're going to change the street name. Big deal. A lot of people don't get worried about that. You don't need 3 readings. People don't argue about it. A resolution could be, we're acknowledging a citizen for doing something good for the community. Resolution could be, we're authorizing the mayor to look into something, or a board member or a committee to look into something, whatever it may be. But ordinances are laws. Resolutions are sort of actions and temporary things. And so while Ohio law, if you look at Ohio law, it says ordinances shall be read 3 times, right? Unless the rules are suspended. If you keep on reading, it says resolutions shall be read on 3 occasions unless the rules are suspended. But there's also a very common practice, widely accepted in Ohio, that resolutions can just be passed by a motion and a majority vote, and there's nothing wrong with that. So there's always some confusion into that, but resolutions are more simple matters, ordinances are more permanent, long-lasting matters. So if you're going to have a zoning change, it's going to be an ordinance. If we're going to change the stripes on a parking lot, yeah, it might be a resolution. You know, something that the public doesn't get too excited about. So I wanted to mention that so everybody's clear on that, because we have members coming on and off councils, and some folks don't understand what that is or why it is. And that's all I have. Good news.
I like it. Short and simple. Chief.
Since October 7th, 144 calls for service and 7 incidences. Tyler's coming along pretty good. They're in the logistics part of it. Don't ask me what that logistic part is, because I can't tell you that. I don't know anything about technology, so it's way beyond my head. They tried to explain, and I'm just like, okay, you guys do your thing. But it's coming along pretty good, so hopefully we'll be up and running by early spring, I'm hoping for. Maybe before, but they've got a lot to do. A lot between the Hancock County Sheriff's Office and then my office, and then they have to come in and show me how to operate everything. So,
Can you give them a quick definition of what Tyler is?
Tyler is a program that Hancock County uses for their law enforcement. Findlay PD uses for their law enforcement. It's kind of like a data system, and so every time we deal with somebody out on the street, it goes into that system. So right now I can't see any of that. So like when the sheriff's office is over here and has to deal with somebody when I'm not here, I have no, if it was the night before, I have no idea that they dealt with them. This way I will know what they're doing, they'll know what I'm doing, who I've come in contact with, and vice versa. And that'll just help us all out. So.
And it's also in Allen County, Findlay City, and Hancock County, so it'll be a wide area.
Yeah. And any like warrants or anything through our courts is all in that system. So right now, unless dispatch catches it, I have no idea if I come in contact with somebody and they have a warrant, or and like when they first come out, a lot of times dispatch don't even know that. So it will be in that system, and I'll know, and I'll have some warning. A lot of times, until dispatch talks to me, I have no idea about any of that. If I have that in my car, I can have that up in front of me before I even make contact with a vehicle that I've stopped or anything like that. So So it's a safety, thing that goes along with that.
Thank you. I also received this last night. This gentleman works nights or midnights, 3 o'clock in the morning, he's come in. This is the activity for October. So, I know, I think we discussed maybe starting to look at that, I think in December again, and then when Mike Cortez comes in, we probably need to sit down with him and see what he may offer.
What exactly is a business check? They do that a lot.
It's checking doors, making sure the businesses are locked,
Okay.
looking through windows, making sure that nothing's been breached or anything like that. It's a night thing for police officers.
Okay.
Okay, thank you. I only have a few things. First of all, we received a lot of correspondence. This is from the Community Foundation. Dear friends, congratulations on being named the Chamber's Go Local Small Business Champion of the Year. From your friends at the Findlay Hancock County Foundation. Congrats, well deserved, Brian. National Bank, congratulations to the Village of Macomb for winning the Go Local Small Business Champion of the Year. We at the bank are proud to be a community bank and be able to sponsor this award and showcase our local businesses. We wish you continued success. Sincerely, the staff of First National Bank. Hancock County Credit Union, Village of Macomb team, congratulations on receiving the Go Local Small Business Champion of the Year award. Your dedication reflects the spirit that makes Hancock County thrive. At Hancock County Federal Credit Union, we take pride in being part of the local community and supporting organizations like yours. Wishing you continued success. And another First National Bank, congratulations on being recognized as the Go Local Small Business Champion of the Year by the Findlay Hancock County Chamber. The positive impact you have on the community is immeasurable. Congrats again. So, Rob spoke a little bit about the contract that they are handing out for these easements and right-of-ways. I've been on the phone a couple times and looking at different options. They are going to come out here the week of the 25th and are going to actually stake out the easements because I want to see them. They're going to have surveying crews. There's some people out in the country that would like to have the same thing. That will get us the opportunity to actually look at what they are proposing for the measurements. They currently have offered us about $29,000 at the park. They offer $8,000 an acre, but I also know some people they've offered $10,000 for agriculture. So I sent an email and I said, well, I heard somebody was getting 10 and you only offered us 8. Well, yes. So she did say to me, so you would like to have more? I'm telling her it's council. I said, well, yeah. So she said, well, email me what you want. Well, I'm not doing that at this point. We'll play the game a little longer. We'll look at the easement, how many trees are on it, because there is a spot on there for damages for them to pay, and I want to see where our line is and what all that accounts for. Yeah. Yes, it actually says damages. So I say we just hold out on that.
They restore all the grass and everything.
They're supposed to, but I can tell you I have property in it out in the country there, and they came in and did their deep digging down, I don't know what you call that, boring. Blue clay laying on top, never had another piece of, no grass seed, nothing, right in the yard.
Yeah, if this is like the big pole rework, I'm thinking they're gonna be laying down those huge giant wooden planks.
Mhm.
Mhm.
They got them ripping through Hillcrest right now, but there's
Yeah.
a lot of people loving it.
Mhm.
I saw it on 95.
So we have actually four easements that they're asking for. If you currently have an easement, for your consideration, they're offering $3,000 for everybody that has a current easement. And then they'll pay for above and beyond. The other one that's our large sum is, down by the new, plant down there, and that Harside owns some of that, cause it butts up to that, and their offer right now was $18,000 for that one. So I say we just let them stake it out, we stall, and then we sit down and come up, maybe in January at a finance meeting, what we would like to go back with. So if anybody would like to go through any of this, I'd be happy to make copies or forward it. They didn't even have our address correct, so I'm not real impressed. And I do have some other questions that, I wanted, because it looks like they have the right to come in and make it larger without any, And Rob's read through it, and he said he would be involved in it. Of course, they don't really want to have a meeting, they just want to email them. Environmental surveyors are supposed to be here this week for 2 of those properties. So Tyler, tell me what an environmental surveyor does. Do you know?
Like, there's a phase 1 and phase 2. What's it for?
For this easement, are they gonna look at the trees and see what all they would
It's
have?
usually, it's all like, contaminated dirt related.
Okay.
So
Wow.
they'll pull samples.
Yeah.
So that's what they did out there and just left the mess. Okay, well, we'll be looking at that then on the 25th when we go for our walk. Christmas for our employees, that's gonna be here before we know it. What would you guys like to do again? We've done the hams in the past, and usually I go to Myers when they get them down to 98 or 99 cents a pound. But you guys decide.
I think they all kind of like that. I'm fine with that.
Okay, somebody will make a motion then, just,
I'll make a motion to have hams for the employees for.
okay,
Second that.
thank you. Just probably ought to call the roll, Mel.
Mr. Brumbaugh?
Yes.
Mrs. Gill?
Yes.
Mrs. Clyde?
Yes.
Mrs. Sherrick?
Yes.
Mr. Fazy?
Yes.
Mrs. Fenstermaker?
Yes.
And I know Paulette came down this week, no, it was last week, never mind, this is only Monday. Met with you Friday morning, and that particular grant should have been submitted.
She's going on vacation. I think.
Well, she had a sick puppy, and
Oh, okay.
she changed her plans.
Okay, all right.
So, that gave her a little breathing.
Okay.
It was due the 15th, but she was.
She was gonna be gone, so.
Yeah.
But, I had lots of letters of support from a lot of different people, so hopefully that will help. The other thing that I did want, there is a community partnership meeting this Thursday at 6 o'clock at the library. And for those of you who have nothing to do on Sundays afternoons, Sunday the 17th at 2 o'clock, if you'd like to meet in front of the bank, you can bring some ladders if you would like to climb or help hang lighting and things like that.
You're looking for community service hours at all times, you just keep track of it.
They have inquired about a farmer's market next summer. They've asked to use the parking lot there right beside the water tower, where Hobermans usually park right by the old VFW, not where the firemen park when there's an actual
Oh,
fire.
okay.
So, be on the lookout for that.
Okay. Another thing I know, since it's going to be December now, we bring it up every year, to contribute to our foundation, to Macomb,
The community foundation?
Yeah.
Yes, I try to put that out in the newsletter
Yeah.
for, we do have some money in that park one now, so, we'll decide probably after the first of the year if you want to use that, for some of these projects.
Yeah, they're very good about giving you a tax form.
Yes,
For
yeah.
deductions and all that, so, yeah.